Good morning, my loves. Happy Friday. It's another lovely day here at the lake. As always, the high today is 98, so it's really nice. And yes, I am a little late getting the video out. Sorry. Today's topic, since it's Friday, is self-care. But we're not talking mani-pedis and playing golf. Part of self-care is teaching other people how to treat you. Teaching other people to respect your boundaries. Using the word no. Using the phrase, do it yourself. Teaching other people to appreciate you. Learning to appreciate yourself and what you do for other people. And so often we get really carried away with pleasing other people, being people pleasers. And, that'll bite you in the ass, bottom line. It really will, every time. And especially when you're dealing with children, because they may say thanks once in a while, they may or they may not. They get very dependent on mom and dad doing everything for them. Yeah, don't. They have to learn to succeed on their own. They have to learn to fail on their own. Failure is part of life. And nobody wants their child to fail. You don't want your child to get a failing mark in school or fail in life. But honestly, the only time they fail is when they fail to try. I have known parents and grandparents who, their child just isn't getting the math. They're just, because they're too busy with Game Boys or Nintendos or Xboxes, whatever kids have today. So the parent will do the homework for the child. Okay, so the kid's getting a great grade on homework, and then it's the test. The kid fails the test because he hasn't done the homework. He doesn't understand the concepts and how to apply them. You're not helping your child by doing everything for your child at home, doing their laundry, fixing all their meals, everything. When you have a teenager, it's one thing when they're 5, it's another thing when they're 15. But start teaching them responsibilities and accountability. Teach them early on when they're 3 to pick up their toys. When they're 5, they can help make the bed and clean their bedroom, pick up their clothes and put them in the dirty clothes. There are things they can do. And, by the time they're a teen, they can be doing their own laundry, taking care of their own bathroom and their own bedroom. They can be buying some of their own clothes. When kids are 14, 15 years old, a lot of them start babysitting for other families. Fine. That money, split it in thirds. 1/3 goes toward giving, whether that's in church, community outreach, donating to a food pantry, whatever. 1/3 every month, 1/3 of that goes to giving, because they need to learn the importance of being part of a community and taking care of the community. Another 1/3 will go toward savings. They need to learn to save money early on. Save it. By the time they're 18, they'll have a tidy little sum. And of course, the other 1/3 goes toward whatever they want to do with it. They can buy clothes, they can buy whatever. It's their money. But they have to use it. They have to have the money in the sharing pile and in the savings pile. They have to do this. They will learn so much from this. Let them cook a meal once a week. By the time they're 10, honey, come on. They can start helping in the kitchen, cleaning the table, loading the dishwasher. They can fix a salad. It's not hard to tear lettuce. Teach them. Let them learn. Don't do everything for them, because you might think you're being the best parent. And not that you aren't a good parent, but let them learn to do things on their own. I remember once my son was, he was in 5th or 6th grade, and he wanted to fix dinner, and I said, okay. It wasn't the best meal, but he put his heart and soul in it, and it was edible, and I appreciated it. Now, by the time he was, like 13, he's a good cook. He could cook, and that's fine, because I let him. I taught him. I let him. Today, he's 47 years old, and that kid can cook. That's great. He and his wife take turns cooking. My granddaughter cooks. That's fine. But let them learn to do things. Let them learn to stand on their own little 2 feet. You're there for backup. Don't worry. You're not going to just stand, I can't talk, stand them out in the cold, hang them out to dry. But let them do things on their own. School projects are a perfect example. Everybody wants their kid to win the blue ribbon or the prize or whatever it is, get the highest grade. How many times on the project do the parents actually do the work? Because to a lot of parents, how their child does is a reflection on them and on the family name. Get over yourself. Let your child do their own work. They're the ones that have to take the tests. They're the one that's going to have to take the ACTs, the SATs, not you. Let them do the work. If they fall flat on their butt, they're going to learn to work harder, Let them do it. And if your child comes to you and says, I don't understand, don't tell them they're stupid. Don't say, what do you mean you don't understand? It's simple. Honey, it's simple to you. It's not to them. It's simple to you because you're an adult. They're not. Work with them. Get them a tutor. Maybe your child has dyslexia, a learning disability. And that doesn't mean they're stupid. That just means they have a different lens. They interpret things differently and comprehend things differently than you do. It's that simple. Work with your child, not against them. We want them to grow up to be wonderful citizens. So let them start early. Teach them manners, please, thank you. Teach them by example how to treat others. How do you treat your spouse? Because they're watching and they're learning. Because kids will live everything they learn. If you have a violent child, is there violence in your household? If you have a child that is on drugs or drinking, well, what are they experiencing at home? They're little mirrors. They absorb everything, but they mirror everything. Teach them that they can do anything they put their mind to. They are capable of greatness. Lift them up and encourage them. Give them reasonable expectations and responsibilities, but please don't, walk around with a silver spoon and spoon feed them. They have to learn things on their own. And telling your child, no, do it yourself is a good start. Telling your spouse, no, you want the car washed, go wash the car. I'm busy. I want to take a nap. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. But teach people how to treat you. If you let people walk all over you, if you're going to be their doormat, honey, you're going to be the doormat the rest of your life. And I know back in the old days, because I'm older than dirt, that's kind of how we were raised, that women were to be subservient and, the men were the king of the castle. Well, I'm sorry. Nowadays, in marriages, in relationships, it's a partnership. It's 50-50. So make sure everybody is carrying their load. Sit down and have family meetings and say, hey, I think I'm being taken for granted. I would appreciate a few thank yous. I would appreciate a little help in the yard. I would appreciate a little help in the kitchen, in the laundry, whatever. It's okay. It's self-care. Teaching your kids to take care of themselves, that's self-care for them. And they're going to watch you, what you do. Don't let them take advantage of you. Don't let anybody take advantage of you. This goes for mom and dad. You work hard. They can help in the yard. A little boy, even a little girl, if they're interested in cars and stuff, heck, let them learn how to change oil and change a tire and all kinds of stuff. Why not? Teach them. Let them learn to be self-sufficient. And let them learn to respect themselves and to respect you because you're worthy. Learn to say no. Learn to say, do it yourself. I will help you learn to do it. Teach them, instruct them, but stand tall in this. They can do it. I have faith in you. It's all part of self-care. Self-care isn't selfish. It's essential. And letting your kids learn to take care of themselves is essential for their well-being and yours.